So, as y'all know, I ain't coming on here to do nothing new, say nothing new. I have no information that is not already out on the internet. But as y'all know, over here, we learn through the media for higher alignment of ourselves. And I'm just here to join the trend of the buffoonery from the Watcher channel. So that's what we're here to do. Got my water for hydration, and we're gonna get into this botchery. Y'all started good. Mm, y'all started good. All right, guys, welcome back. And today we will be joining the clownery and the drag of the Watcher channel on YouTube. So, without further ado, let's get into the few points I've written out here. And like I said, I'm not adding anything new really. We're just learning. So, in summary, right, a lot of people are saying that they are here to watch the dynamic of Ryan and Shane. They didn't need the high quality stuff, they didn't ask for the high quality stuff, and that the reason why they were continuing to support them financially to create these high content stuff was because they loved them and believed in their work, believed in their channel. That's really why, right? If you love someone so much, think of it as a celebrity, right? They love them so much, they're going to continue supporting them financially. That's just how it works. It's the even exchange of something. You give me something I like and I love and I support, and I love you as a person and who you are and what you bring to my life. And so I support you. Oh, y'all saw that, right? Ooh. Number two, the point I made. What happened to YouTube being real and that it wasn't a business? They kept saying in their thing that they wanted high quality stuff that you would find like on Netflix or a streaming platform. This isn't Netflix. This isn't Netflix. And if you wanted Netflix quality things, you could have went and added your content on Netflix. I mean, I don't know how people go about doing that, but on Crypt TV, like they had a series on Netflix. So you would have Netflix money backing you up, and you would also get paid for your stuff being watched on Netflix. They already have a monthly subscription, and it's not that it wouldn't have come off as bad as it did when you decided to launch your own streaming platform. And then they were talking about, oh, like the money, but didn't it cost money to create the app itself? The streaming platform you got this stuff on? Like that was more money. But I mean, that was just a little like small nitty like thing that I noticed. And like I said, I I used to watch them when they were with BuzzFeed, and like I know my sister still watch them up to this day. Things may change after that. Point three is that I find it very hard that the fans are going to um forgive them. Like, yeah, they released an apology and they dropped it, but I don't know if fans are going to continue supporting them anymore financially because of what happened. Because it really just came off as greedy. It really came off as greedy, not because they wanted the betterment of their company for the fans. Because again, remember, the fans didn't ask for any of this stuff. They decided to do that, put the money where the mouth is and double down on it. You know, they did that. The fans didn't ask. So that moves into my fourth point of like their sources of income. It came from YouTube itself, and I clicked on multiple videos and it had multiple ads in them, plus their sponsorships, plus the merch they sell, plus their Patreon, and plus their in-person events that people can pay for.
What YouTube is able to offer.
More than 50% of our business is run by advertising. We are reliant on ads to make money, to pay the bills, to run this office, to make beautiful content for all of you guys out there.
That's a lot of incomes coming in. And I know that with a business and everything, you have to pay out people like your workers and your editors and everything that goes into that. Like I completely understand.
And being able to hire incredible people. And so growing our staff from 3 to 6 to 10 to 20 to 25.
Because at the end of it, it's like, okay, how much money are we going to have left in our pockets after we're done paying everybody? But I've seen y'all Instagrams. I went down and I stalked every single one of y'all. Not going to lie, it looked like y'all living pretty good. It looks like everyone is living pretty nicely, down to the apartments, down to the dogs that they own. Their wives look great. So I'm just saying, like, in reality, I'm just wondering. I'm wondering for the collective because I'm sure we're all wondering the same thing of like the money's not enough, but you're living nicely. 2 plus 2 is not 4 in this situation because then it's like, okay, so where's the rest of the money going? Why isn't enough? They have well over 12,000 Patreon members, guys. Well over 12,000 Patreon members. And their tiers range from $7.50 to $14.50 to $35.50. Over 12,000 Patreon supporters. That's a lot of money coming in from Patreon. I don't know. Cause my thing is that also if it's just I've never seen somebody double back so fast in my life. Like, oh my god, we're about to they literally were about to get canceled. And they double back so fast in the last 72 hours, right? When they had posted it. They double back so fast and they took everything back that they said. And again, I'm not here to knock them down, make them feel bad, or make people hate them. I'm not here to do that. What I'm here to do is what my channel says I'm here to do, and that's to teach people through the media to align with our higher selves. And because they presented a situation that I could speak on, that's what I'm here to do. So basically, now that I said all of the points, and like I said, y'all can find this everywhere. People do a whole deep dive on this whole situation. I'm just here for us to learn. Okay, so in summary of all of that, basically they were being greedy. And I just think that it wasn't sustained. Probably wanted more money. That's probably just the honest truth. They just wanted more money. They wanted to add another source of income on that long roster that they had, and they let it get to their heads. They got a little shisty, on the greed. They let the ego get big and start talking. So now that the summary is over, the real question is, okay, how can we learn from this? Point number 2 that I want to make is to not betray other people's trust after they then went and supported you on this whole thing. And basically just ripped away their trust. Read the room. We're in an economic disaster right now. Everything's expensive. We're barely making it. It's crazy. It's crazy. Point 3 that I want to make is that if y'all want to start making businesses, do what the Watcher did. They have multiple sources of income come in. And that's especially when you get to the point where you have fans who support you and you put in the work and now you just need the money to back it up, right? Have multiple sources of income. Do exactly what they did. The big takeaway from this whole situation really is to not let greed get the best of you, to not let your ego get so big to convince you that you need more money, that the money you don't have is not enough, down to the lives that they live, down to the content that they create. All of that stuff could probably be edited, or cut out. There's a lot of ways to keep the money coming in sustainable ways and just cutting back on other things. And I know that they said their concern was they didn't want to lay people off. You don't have to lay people off. There's a workaround. Just work around it. Decrease the quality of your content. This isn't Netflix. This is YouTube. Them adding the service, the streaming service on their Patreon that makes sense, because if I'm paying $7.50, right, that's the lowest tier, and the monthly streaming services is $5.99. I'm not understanding why that can't be tied in with that if I'm already paying $7.50. Food for thought. I don't know. Anyways, but like I said, like, y'all know a lot of the situation, and I'm just here to teach y'all through media of how to apply this in our lives. Start creating your stuff. If they weren't proof enough that people will just fall in love with you over the internet and you get famous, and all of these people who do what they love and they put it out there and they get famous, that should be proof enough that you can do it too, and that you should. Basically, what I'm saying, this is post recording and like into editing, but I ended up losing some of the clips. So basically, in summary, what I'm trying to say, the takeaway is, whatever you love doing, do it. As you've seen with Ryan and Shane, yeah, they started with BuzzFeed, but people love them for who they are. And you should do what you love. Because of what you love to do, and because of your passion, because of your drive, people will naturally gravitate towards you, especially when it's genuine and it is real. That is what I'm trying to say. Do what you want to do. Whatever idea comes to mind, do it. Especially if you have the means to get it done, like you want to YouTube vlog, whatever, like you have a phone, like just record. You want to do a hair business, start doing hair, start making an account for it, start putting yourself out there. Go to like hair school, you know, whatever it is, whatever it takes, whatever you can do to get started, to support yourself, to show up for yourself, and to do what you love. Naturally, people will gravitate towards that.